We had some big buys. We had some big screw-ups. And every NBA Top Shot user started their own Twitter thread yesterday. Top Shot is back.
Well, the Top Shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake So Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
Good morning, everybody. We're back. Morning Marketplace is back. Third time you're seeing me already this week, which I guess is normal, except for the fact that I took Monday off. So we're just trying to catch up. Speaking of catching up, let's see, who do we have in the street this morning? Fetty, Sandra's here, Pack Trip, Nikki's in the streets, Martin's to the house, Chico, the common man, is here, Mac Attack is here. Who else? Airplane Mode, Johnny Pierce, Big Dick 816, Thomas Welch is here, the Weston, Rowdy Rod, Keith, Jump Shoot. You're right, I did not sell my magic. We'll talk about magic. Mark's here. Who else? John Weiss, Coach Hamburgers, Damon's here, David C, J Bus, Snoopaloop, I see you, F it Nico, what it do, Federico's the Chunk, Limsey's here, Doc Delta, Bodivine, McGuire, what's up, Patrick? Sydney Cove's here, Straight Bat, Travis Rains, the Zavala Balla, Run Corn Waves, Sven is here, good morning, good morning, good morning. Lots to talk about today. Lots to talk about. What I'm going to do first, though, just because we gotta engagement farm the shit out of this stuff. Let's just get these likes up quickly. So go ahead, put hashtag whoops into the chat. You got to like the stream and subscribe. Let me fix my background while people start firing the hashtag whoops into the chatty chat. We're going to give some stuff away. Big ticket. Look at big ticket right here. So much negativity and bickering yesterday. Let's have a positive day. I like that energy. Big ticket. Yeah, before we get into everything about yesterday, let's look forward. So tonight you can see it in our show notes, but we got a lot of stuff going on in the show notes. I'm not gonna lie, T-Mobile is growing. We're gonna be streaming the game again tonight. So what time does the game start? Is it 8 or 8:30? Some bullshit. It's probably 8:30. I'm gonna be very upset about that because I'm sleepy, guys. I'm a sleepy man right now. It starts at 9. We're in Boston. We're starting the game at 9. What are we doing? It's a weekday. 9 o'clock? Fuck. All right, this is what we're going to be doing. Probably around 8:15, 8:30, we're going to go live over on YouTube. I think Dustin's going to rip a pack. We might also Coach Stark Holmes, I think, is going to come on and rip a pack as well. So we're going to do that. And when I say pack, we're talking magic, baby. So we got a couple magic packs to rip. And then we're going to go over to playback and we're going to watch the game together. Okay. So, well, if you guys haven't seen us do the watch playback yet, it's super easy. It's free as long as you have any sort of subscription to watch the old television. But yeah, and it's kind of like this, except you'll be able to see the game and we'll be in a little bubble. We're going to get an 89 Cavs sighting tonight. Dustin and Greg will be around. It's going to be great. Yeah, this is the love being a sports fan living on the West Coast. Honestly, that's the way to go. That is the way to go. If anything was going to get me to move, it's that. All right, because Big Ticket had some positivity, let's start with a little Big Ticket theme song so I can clear my congestion.
We are from the city and on the heads. Big ticket, gonna flip $1 here, $1 there, $1 here, $1 there.
There we go. Sometimes we just need that kind of energy to get going, you know? All right. So the magic drop happened yesterday. Before we get into the nitty gritty of it, I would like to congratulate myself on getting one and not selling it yet. Um, I kind of, and I said this, I think, like if I had hit one of those legendaries, I might have been persuaded to move off one of those, but getting the rare and the least rare of all the rares, I'm not interested in selling for like, I don't know. Let's see what the prices are on these right now. Because I wanted to I know people like to make fun of me, but I wanted a magic moment. I think the magics are pretty cool. So let's take a look at them over here on the Top Shot streets. And the rares are holding up, right? So we're seeing the 1 out of 499 is at 509. The other rare is at 374. So just like a, $20, $25 loss right now. One of the legendaries is at 2,800 and the other one at 8K. So I think that's great. I think that's great. I'm very happy with that risk. Daniel said bind magic in a couple of hours. I can't resist at that price. I know, and that's and going back to I know there was some speculation that this was probably going to sit in like the high two or mid to high 200s. Yeah, you know what, guys, it might go down. So let's not take victory laps right now. But I would say this to me, this made a little bit more sense. I thought it was going to be around 350. Um, I thought it was going to be around 350, and to see it up that high is pretty cool. Yeah, Beamer says what happens when the new shiny toy drops. But Beamer, and I know what you're saying, and I probably know your answer. But like having this mindset, why collect anything then, right? Like, so what are you collecting if that's the case? Which your answer might be nothing, and that's not like targeted at you because I know that, and I agree. Like the next time something drops, there's going to be some more. There's going to be reason to sell some stuff and go buy other things. So I totally get it. But I don't know. To me, this made sense. There was only 1,600 of these, 1,600 packs total, right? And I think a total of, I don't know, close to 10,000 people lined up at the same time. So I don't know. I think this is good. I think it's a sought after thing. I think that's exciting. If you're just joining too, we are going to fire up a little giveaway, some stuff over here. So go ahead. You like the stream, subscribe. We only have 45 entries so far. Like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, put hashtag whoops in there. But yeah, I thought overall the Magic thing was good. So let's get into what happened yesterday. It seemed like and I'm not gonna belabor this too much. Because I think I'm gonna be in the minority here. I think my take is going like maybe everybody unsubscribes from Team Hold after this. But this is where I'm at with. So yesterday, it looked like two KYC people, right? So nothing. They kind of like worked around the rules a little bit. One person had a big account. They gave a 150 top shot score of moments, 150,000 top shot score of moments to someone else. That person then qualified for the priority queue and then smashed the legendary top shot debut jersey match. So they worked around the system and got a thing, which sucks, right? Like, but I honestly, guys, I don't think I was I don't think I was as mad as everybody else. I thought it was like a problem, but it was a problem that now it's like, oh yeah, I guess that's something that can happen, and now we need to address it. That's kind of where my brain was, and I understand the response of like, yeah, but if you they should have been able to see that. They should have been able to see that as a possibility before it happened. And sure, maybe they should have. And my hope now is that they make the necessary adjustments. One thing that I thought was odd, they did a Top Shot. They did the Top Shot community page, which I'm glad they utilized that. And they did a Spaces, not like maybe around 5 p.m. Eastern, right? Airplane Mode said not a multi-account. No, it wasn't a multi-account. They were two KYC people who I believe shared the same household. So it could be college roommates, could be lovers, could be anything. But that's how it worked. But yeah, so then they went live on the Spaces and they talked for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. It was Jacob and Janie and kind of explained what happened and then took some feedback or some questions from the chat. And here's where I'm at, guys. I don't think we should listen to everybody. I don't necessarily think everybody has good ideas. And I think everybody should be heard, but maybe not everyone should be listened to. I guess that's my point. And a lot of people fired up some ideas that I was just kind of like, whatever. The ideas themselves, those are going to happen. I was a little concerned that the GM was like agreeing to try these things out immediately. And I thought that was weird. I thought that was weird too. In the moment, in a very reactionary moment, someone was like, can you commit to making these specific changes that this one user outlined? And they said yes. Why? Why say yes in that moment? I think just just think about it for a second. Did you guys have a team, right? You've hired a team? I don't know. Maybe I'm a boomer, dude. Maybe he's a boomer. Um, I thought there were like some fine ideas there, but I just like what I'm rooting for is for you to hire people and for them to do their job. That's what I'm rooting for. And I'm not trying to poo-poo the spaces. I thought the spaces was a good idea. I thought it was the right thing to do. But I think have a game plan. Like, don't agree to do that stuff. Be like, hey, thank you so much. This is good. Thank you for your feedback. Here we go. Ready? Oh, that's a great point. We really appreciate the perspective. We're going to take this down and go ahead and talk with it internally and then see the best way to move forward. That's kind of where I'm at. And I thought that was weird. So like someone came on and was like, can you commit to doing 2 million? What if the top shot score was 2 million? And the problem with this is it's not even that it's a bad idea, but we don't know where people are coming from with these ideas, right? And we've talked about this before. If your solution to the problem impacts only your bags, then it's not helpful. It's not helpful because we have to go big brain. And I saw a lot of stuff like, well, if the top shot score was higher, then the people who have spent the most money, who deserve the priority queue more, will then have a better chance. And like, yes, that is true. And if you've spent $200,000 on this platform, I do think you should have a better shot in a priority queue pack. Absolutely. I think that can be true. However, that's not actually fixing the problem, right? Because then you look at an account like MBL or somebody like that, it could be 2 million and they'd still be able to make that work. So I don't think just saying stuff like that actually fixes anything. It's just kind of like moving. It's like a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. I don't think that's actually addressing anything. So again, like take some time to think about it. Take some time to talk about with your team. MacTech said just committed to testing, not actually committing to make it production. I got your point though. Just take sentiment from the community and fix it in the background. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Hire your team. Hire your team, do your job. Those are the things. Because like everybody and their mother has a Twitter thread out there right now on how to fix Top Shot. It reminds me how Shut the Fud Up started. Remember, shout out our man, King Cardio, Matt Roth, right? Shout out Matt Roth. But he was the first one. And it was like he was really mad that the Kevin Durant moment went down. And then you look at his account and it's like, well, yeah, you got like 50 Kevin Durants. David says, Mike, do you think a new user should be able to go after any pack or should they limit them to some pack? So I actually like, and again, I might be in the minority. I think the layout for what they have right now makes sense. I think you should have a better shot at these packs if you are someone who's been collecting along the way, who's been here for a minute. And I think if you just got here, you should have an opportunity to get a pack, but it should be harder. So I think like having 400 packs for a 0 collector score, I thought that made sense. I thought that was good. They should have it because you still want new people to come on here and fire away. I know NBL shared a lot of stuff yesterday on Twitter and in the spaces, and I think they should have had like a translator because I know you could even tell by the people responding to them into the spaces they were like but I thought NBL had good thoughts and I do think he's someone who, and everybody's like, yeah, dude, he's a whale, though. He's only thinking about them whales. I actually don't think that's true. And NBL seems to have, I think he seems to be able to detach himself a little bit more and be able to, and see like big picture. And I think he does bring a point. Like there's no incentive to just hold on to your moments for long periods of times. And until that happens, I think we're still going to run into an issue. And this goes back. No, see, Beamer, I disagree. I don't think he worries about his own bags as much as you think. I think his point of giving us an incentive to hold on to our own moments for long periods of time fixes a lot of this. It fixes a lot of this. Because right now there's no reason. There's no reason to hold on. And I'm not saying his idea was perfect, but like that sentiment. And you know what this goes back to? this goes back to like, because a lot of the responses from Jacob and Janie yesterday when they talked about incentivizing you to hold moments, they go back to locking and they go back to all of that, right? Which like would have been dope if you had that ready to roll out when you rolled out the new Top Shot score, right? But instead, we've rushed the Top Shot score out, which whatever, we rushed it out. But like, why rush it out if you don't have all the pieces in place to make the other things work, right? And that's where I'm at. I disagree. I mean, you guys can disagree with MBL, but I disagree with that. I think like if you can't see that incentivizing holding on to moments for more than 10 minutes isn't good, then I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, I just think whenever something like this happens, everybody fires out their own thoughts, and which I think is fine, right? Like, again, I'll say it again, everybody should be heard, but not everybody should be listened to. That being said, I thought for the most part, outside of like that one scenario, two scenarios where it seemed like people gamed the system, I thought it was pretty good. Eagle Putt said, I was surprised that they said locking prevents one from crafting. With the lock moment, one should be able to craft, and the new crafted moment is locked. Yeah. But again, this goes back to them not having prepared, It goes back to them not being ready. And this was like, it's the same thing that, when I said remember that day where I was like, I'm confident. I said all these different things that I was confident in. One of them being, I knew that they weren't like, that wasn't going to be it, right? That it was going to be confusing and we were going to have more announcements around it. And that's what's happened. And I think that causes, not only did it cause some frustration, but it caused more confusion and it led to this moment. And again, I don't think this moment is a huge deal. I think like it's now out there and you just fix it. And I trust that they're going to be able to fix it. I just don't commit to sweaty sack 285's comments on the spaces, right? Because you like, well, we do need a mental health check. I just saw that, but I also have to cough, so that's kind of why. Let's get a mental health check. I'm sorry this didn't come with a hand job. I just don't think it's included in the airdrops. That's stylistically, that's tough to include that in an airdrop. I will say, so on top of the incentivized moments thing, the other thing that stood out to me, I kind of liked the idea of blind snapshots too. And I don't know if people don't like that, but I kind of like the blind snapshot thing. I think that could also help. Heatspeed said, from a collector view, I know a good moment will be hard to get or only in $400 packs. It's hard to get motivation not looking to buy 500 trading cards at a release date. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see where this goes from here. Again, and as AG said like 72 different times on that spaces, this should be a positive thing overall. And I think it was. I think like outside of that thing, it's a pretty positive experience. I mean, the prices seem to be doing well. So like for people that were just concerned about that, I think it was good. I mean, those moments are fire. Like I was very fortunate, for those who weren't tuning in, I was very fortunate to land one of these bad boys. Let's see where it is. And also, you know what I want to go back to? Oh man, actually, you know what? I'm not going to go back to it. Let's see a little magic. There we go. Here it is right here. And like, even against my Celtics, and I wasn't even mad. Although now, there we go. There we go. Okay, what the heck? Rugged. There we go. There's the magic. Little kiss off the glass. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Stans didn't need to see. Yeah, I agree. It was too many moments. I mean, too many of the same things. Any thoughts on JBB's post about tiered levels for pack drops and raffle tickets? Yeah, I have to dig into it a little bit more. Honestly, Jack B. Nimble. But JBB usually has really good ideas too. So like, again, I know I'm like picking and choosing right now of like who should share stuff and who shouldn't. And that's what I like want to reiterate. Like I think, the Twitter threads are fun to make fun of and are a little bit annoying at times. And everyone's like, here's my 12-point solution to make my account go back up. But that's fine. Everybody should do that. My bigger concern is that like we listen to every single person that fires out an idea and then are like, this is how we fix Top Shot. Yeah, I don't know. And it goes back to I don't know. I feel like a Top Shot community council has been talked about starting for like forever, right? But if that did happen, right? It's like an independent collective group of people who are from the people who had accounts like MBLs, people who had accounts like me, people who had accounts like you, right? That covers the entire spectrum of collection, right? And then you had a spaces, and then those people talked. To me, that's bigger brain. But again, I like, and they kept, I don't want to say hiding, but they kept reiterating like Web3, Web3, Web3. And again, I think like don't use Web3 to excuse bad shit. And again, that might be a boomer take, but Web3 isn't an excuse to be bad. Anyways, let's look. Any other comments that I'm missing? Any other comments that I'm missing? Autographs could be, yeah, I thought the autograph thing was sick. We talked about that a little bit yesterday afternoon while I was waiting in line. I know there was like a couple of, like a handful of people. It honestly just seemed to be in the Team Hold Discord and nowhere else that were like, actually, the autographs are stupid. And I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know, but that's that. Did I miss anything else on the Magic Talk? Again, I can't stress enough. I thought it was dope. I was excited for the last week or two. I was excited about the drop. I was excited while I was in line. I was like, I really hope I hit this. I was happy. I really enjoyed it. And I think if I had missed, I would have been frustrated. I would have been like, oh damn, like I would have had some real FOMO. And I like, how many did anybody buy a moment off the marketplace? Did anybody buy one off the marketplace? Eagle Putt, I hit the priority queue. We got Regulator up in here. Good morning, Regulator. All right, let's remind people we get a little giveaway going. All you got to do is put hashtag whoops into the chat. We got 80 entries right now. You're going to like the stream, subscribe, and then put hashtag whoops into the chat for a chance. What are we giving away? And what could they win? We've got, let's see, a Marcus Smart we're giving away today, a Tyler Hero 60K, a Kevon Looney, and Kessler Edwards, Series 4 rookie. Actually, we're not giving away all those. That's going to take forever. Let's take the hero out of it. We'll save the hero. We'll go Marcus Smart, Kevon Looney, and a Kessler Edwards 4K. So we've got a rookie up in there, all right? We got a rookie up there. All right, here we go. Jump shoot. So I think this goes back to what I was saying yesterday when they say don't see a reason to buy now because it's like, well, he's not going to be in a challenge. And he's not a bottleneck for a set. There's no utility on this. I think it's just cool to own a Magic Johnson moment. I don't know. I think that's just dope. I think it's just dope that you get a Magic Johnson moment. But that's just me. That's just me. So we're gonna do a couple of things today. We can build a play moment ranks lineup again. We're gonna do some underdog as well. Go back to the pick'ems. But we got game 3 tonight. And just a reminder, we'll be live on YouTube around like 8:15, something like that. We'll have some Magic Johnson packs we might rip. We also might come back at halftime to do a giveaway, but what we're going to do during the game is actually stream it live on Watch Playback. You can find a link to our show notes right there. I'll actually drop a link in the chat right now. It's not live right now, but you can go ahead and get yourself in the room so you know how to do it. So I'll drop that in there as well. Yeah, Jack B. Nimble. We can talk about that right now before we get into game 3. Let's go over to the challenges over at Own the Moment, official sponsor of the Morning Marketplace, where we go for all of our NBA, Top Shot, and NFL all day needs. They have their premium tool coming out any day now, and when that happens, we'll be giving away a few things for that since we are partnered up with them. So let's look at was it the hero? I need a hero. Was it When World? Yeah. So the way this broke down, right, is there was like a decent package if less than 150 people completed it, and 151 completed it. So just absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal for those of you trying to who are doing it. Tough scene. Someone was asking new Luka debut. No, you know what? Let's cancel Zakarian. I helped somebody who was like 9K short of making the priority queue. I let them borrow a moment to get them over there, over the hump. Breakfast cereals. Any special guests on the stream tonight? So we're gonna have an 89 Cavs sighting. So Justin and Steve make a triumphant return. Greg and Dustin should be around tonight. They should be around tonight. What else do we have? We have I don't think we have it not as special as no dunks, I don't think. But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. And I'll see if we can grab another guest as well. We'll grab another guest as well. Yeah, here we go. No pitchforks here for that, right? I know. I joked with the person I sent it to, being like, "Good thing he didn't hit, man. Would have been a problem." But see that, and that's what I like to go back to that just for a second. The whole gifting thing. Like I know Patrick Mahomes was like, "See, bros, everybody was coming at me then. Everybody was coming at me then for gifting." And I do think like there's a difference between sending someone from 0 to 150,000 to just like getting someone over like a smaller hump, right? And I don't know. Where's the line? And I also, they're like, oh, but they were both KYC'd. Maybe we can only like one account per household. So you're going to tell Kelsey, who's also doing weekly content, shout out Watch Your Work, which had a great episode last night that I made a cameo for. You're going to tell her that she can't have her own account just because we live in the same house. So like, there's no easy answers here. And I don't know. I was happy to, there he goes. Big ticket. There's the man. I didn't want to out him, but there he is. I don't know. I think that's fine to help someone who's been grinding, and I think a lot of us would have done that. I think a lot of us were going to do that. Anyways, yeah, community, baby. Hashtag community. Anyways, all right. So we get the finals tonight, game 3. I'm terrified. Robert Williams still a little dinged up. I don't know which game the Celtics are going to win, but he's going to win one of these two. They're going to win one of these two, and which would, makes the Warriors win the other one. But that's kind of I think we're going to see 2 closer games too. I don't think we see some weird shit like we saw in the fourth quarter of game 1 or in game 2. I think it's going to be I think we're going to see some tight stuff. The Garden is going to be rocking, kid. It should be a lot of fun. Here we go. Will right here said, it's been 4,379 games since the Celtics last hosted an NBA Finals game at the Garden. I think Celtics fans will be ready to do their job. Yeah, one of the benefits of the game starting at 9 is you're going to have a lot of hammered Boston people. So I'm sure there will be at least 10 or 11 arrests today. Sick. But there we go. So I'm excited for game 3. I'm just excited for basketball. But I will say we're like quickly approaching the offseason. And I think there's, I think this is going to be a pretty big test. I saw a lot of chatter about this in the Discord, but a couple of things with the offseason, right? So last year, the offseason started later. It was a shorter window, right? Like Summer League was happening in August, and then all of a sudden we had like Olympics, or is it Summer League, Olympics, and then bang, all of a sudden the season started again. Now we're going to have an elongated offseason or a normal offseason. Summer League starts in July. We've got like the draft as well, or the draft is coming up at the end of the month, I believe. Then you get Summer League in July. But then it's just like free agency, right? It's free agency throughout the month of July into August and September before people report back to training camp. And last year we saw some weird stuff happen, right? I think everybody was projecting a bump in the playoffs and then a dip in the offseason. And what actually happened was everything tanked in the playoffs, and then we had a bump in the offseason. That was like centered around Summer League, right? It seemed like people got hyped for Summer League. We're like, holy shit, maybe Top Shot is about to blow up. And it did, just internally, you know what I'm saying? But I think what's a little bit different this year is there's more products. There's more products in place. And I don't think ballers counts or anything like that, but you are seeing just money be spread out a little bit more. And NFL All Day is going to be there as well. And I think more people are going to be jacked up for NFL All Day, especially because it seems like OTM released something that looked like a fantasy game. I think we're going to have NFL All Day. Like we got TOC. There's a lot of other places where people are going to be spending that sweet, sweet, sweet cash. So I'm fascinated to see what the offseason is going to look like. Even from a content perspective, I'm fascinated because I think you're going to see us cover some more football stuff. There we go. There, Fernandez says, yeah, but Sandler's about to take us to the moon. I am excited to see that movie, BT Dubs. But yeah, I know we're going to cover some football stuff, but that being said, the offseason is fun. We don't have the same free agency hype that we normally do. Like Levine is somebody that we're going to be watching. The Kyrie Irving situation is going to be fascinating. But yeah, I don't know. So does anyone else have hot takes for the offseason of what you're going to see that's going to get people hyped? Like outside of an incredible summer league, which again, it is June 8th. We are officially 5 weeks out from summer league and no one has a clue what we're doing there. NFT NYC is coming up in a couple weeks. And I don't know if we have anything going for that right now. So you're kind of looking for these hype moments. And who knows? I mean, like the Magic thing was a great example that the hype is still there and can exist. So I don't know. Off-season crafting. Here's a great call. Off-season crafting is a thing that if that eventually, which it is coming to the platform soon. They made it seem like it was a week or two away 2 weeks ago. So who knows? But yeah, I mean, crafting, I think, could be something. The WNBA will still carry the torch for a little bit for like flash challenges and stuff like that. And hopefully, Top Shot themselves puts a little more emphasis on it. I'd love to see players interacting with the platform a little bit more. K Dunn saying buzzing for that more anthology. Yeah, that was my take yesterday, K Dunn, is I hope we just see one of those a year, though. I want there to be like real hype and excitement around every single one as those players come in here. Run it back crafting. There we go. Run corn waves. So I do think, listen, if you're watching a morning show that is around NBA Top Shot every day, you're not worried about the off season, right? No one in here is worried about the off season, or you shouldn't be, because if you're watching this shit every day, you're already locked in. You're in too deep. All right. So I don't think we need to worry about that. But the hype and the buzz that we're all waiting for slows down. But listen, we were looking for hype and buzz all year, and we didn't get any until the Magic drop. So maybe like I know Janie said this in I don't know where one Twitter Spaces or something. Whereas like you don't promote in season, it's easier to gain new users in the off season. So maybe that is the plan. Maybe that is the plan. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not excited for basketball to be over, but we're going to start rolling out some NFL all day content. So Josh was saying that Magic drop wasn't even that much buzz. So Josh, that's interesting, man. Maybe you're saying there wasn't that much buzz outside of NBA Top Shot. Is that what you mean? Because correct me if I'm wrong. People seem pretty hyped about that the last 2 weeks, right? Were people not excited about it? It seemed like people were. I mean, I was excited about it, but maybe I'm not the right one to ask that. I come here every day to see Bandy. Bandy will save the offseason. I know. You know what the problem is, though? I need to adjust my camera lens to see so you can see him, because I like zoomed in a little bit. Anyways, I was hyped until I realized I couldn't afford it. There you go. But so this is what I'll say, guys. I think you could still be hyped even if you can't get the thing, Like if they're not going to do this, but if they did some pack drop that was like $2,000 for something insane, right? I can't do it. I can't go after that. But I think I think stuff like that drums up interest, or at least hype with Among Us. Anyways, that's where I'm at. My Top Shot score was 116K and I wasn't motivated to raise it. I think that's fine. I think we need more of that stuff. I don't think everything needs to be for everyone. Everything doesn't need to be for everyone, and that is exactly why we can't listen to everybody's suggestions. Like when I'm talking about the spaces, that's what I'm talking about. I had non-Top Shot. There we go. Run corn waves. Man on the street. Boots on the ground. Run corn waves. Let the people know. Let them know. All right. So, man, it is hot in. So hot in here. Borland said, have we heard anything about auctions and all those platinum ice moments? Listen, guys, I can't drop any alpha right now about Top Shot auctions, but I know Team Hold is going to be partnering up with a third party that runs auctions, and we're going to host the first ever NBA Top Shot auction on their platform. And that is coming. I think we'll actually get some information on that today or tomorrow. So stay tuned, kid. But no, we haven't heard anything directly from Top Shot on that. So it does seem like there's still plenty of stuff that is going to get announced that could move the needle a little bit. But what I want to do for like the next 10 minutes or so, because I usually need 15 minutes to build up some play moment ranked and underdog and stuff like that. But go ahead and if you guys have anything specific, like if you have any things that are like, hey, this is something we need to talk about or whatever, fire that into the chat. We'll do that for a few minutes. But I like ending on play moment ranks and underdog. That's the way I cook. Also, let's shout out Flolio again. I know. Let me throw up the old browser extension so you can see that it is enabled. Is it enabled? Yeah. So we'll look at that. The Flolio for all of your NFT portfolio management, right? But the browser extension is the thing that crushes it for me. It drops the fair market. Oh, did I disable it or enable it? Whoops. Is it enabled now? Anyways, it gives you like kind of a one-stop shop for all of that stuff, right? So you can see the fair market value in real time. See, there we go. Fair market value for real time in some of these moments that are listed on the marketplace. So recommend checking out Flowlio. You can find all of that information in the show notes. It's been fun partnering up with them. So we love that. Are you going to do a draft party? Regulator, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a playback draft party. So we're going to get the 89 Cavs together, try to get a big list of guests, turn it into a drinking game, and then have fun with that. So we're absolutely going to do that. Tea time. We need some super cuts for real. The Pack Drip DM'd me yesterday being like, we need a super cut of that magic moment yesterday, which I agree. Where else? Do you know? I don't know if Robert Williams is playing. Getty says, any alpha into what Team Hold is doing during Vegas. So this is the problem, Getty. This is the problem with Top Shot not giving us information in a timely fashion is it's really hard to plan something when you don't have the information, right? So like we're going to have a meetup, but we don't want to schedule something and then Top Shot being like, here's where the convention's going to be. And then it's going to be during this time, exactly when you planned it. And then, we don't want people having to choose between going to the convention and going to hang out with us. So we're hopefully getting more information, but we're going to go back to, I think it's called Beer Park, which is a part of the Paris Hotel, which is like an outdoor spot. That's where we hung out last time. It was very casual, fun little hang. We'll do some beers and stuff. Or non-alcoholics, if that's your thing. So we're going to do that. We're staying at Park MGM. We're going to try to go to games, hopefully on Saturday. But again, what if they are like, hey, by the way, it's happening on Saturday. So that's kind of where I'm at. Borland says, have you seen what Candy is doing with a few teams where all attendees of certain games will receive emails with an NFT retention code? Big brain. Yeah, Candy, Candy is a little bit of an advantage because they are not as big as Top Shot right now. So I feel like they can test stuff out with a smaller group of people. But shout out Candy, who are constantly reevaluating where they are based on user base and marketplace spend and stuff like that. And they've been making pretty sharp adjustments as they go. So I think I know Greg, once Miss Marvel gets launched, will probably be a little bit more active in the Candy content street. So shout him out. Heat Speed saying now that Magic dropped MJ, Michael Jordan won't be far away. Thoughts? Yeah, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday. Heat Speeds. I think they need to. I just hope they make it an event and spread it out. You know what I mean? Like if they're like the annual anthology set, right? It comes out every single June during the beginning of the finals, hyped in the playoffs, comes out in the finals, and then bang, it hits the platform. I think that'd be pretty exciting. Instead of just like all of a sudden Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins, Kareem, Dr. J, Moses Malone, all of a sudden all those guys are on the platform, and it's like, let's use that as some big hype. Looking for Food says, is Candy only going to be baseball? So Candy also does like some NASCAR. They have some other stuff as well. But baseball's been their more successful thing, I think. So I definitely recommend checking out Candy. I think it's interesting. I think Candy does a good job with a lot of stuff. So that's where I'm at. Now, how are the Candy Streets looking? I honestly haven't checked in a while. Whew, man, I got a good sweat going, guys. It really warms up in this room. It warms up quickly. So with the Magic drop done, what do we think is the next hype thing, right? So is it just the legendary? So we still have the legendary final set to come. We have the hollow. We have one more hollow drop too, right? And one more MGLE drop. What if this, right? What if instead of, because I know one of the things we've been frustrated with on the price point stuff, what if they did something like this? So it costs $999. There, we can't do this, but $999 for a finals pack. And you also get a hollow in there. 2 legendaries. And this is for them saying, like, hey, we know this was a tough year for you. I don't know. I thought that would be kind of what do we think, guys? What do we think about that? Or maybe you craft for a hollow pack. I don't know. I'm just throwing some ideas out. Yeah, hopefully we start using trade tickets again. I think trade tickets is going to be a thing. It has to be. It's going to be a thing. Chop Shot needs a timeout. No more drops. While Artemis is like, but give me all the NFL all day. I know they did cut out a lot of the stuff, right? So we're not getting the rookie revelations and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure we're still going to see a hollow one. Shout out all day though. All day already fired out Burning. Like Burning's ready to go. I'm excited to get a little bit deeper into the all day streets once basketball ends. I gotta say though, and this might be just because I do content around it, but I was talking to Overzet about this this weekend at my bachelor party. That it's hard for me to maintain 2 sports at the same time, which I think it's because I try to be so deep into the basketball streets, even though I know you think we just come in here and joke around. I promise I pay attention. And then it's hard for me to pivot to football right now. Like even doing best ball drafts has been really tough because I just can't, my brain doesn't have enough of it. So I'm excited. Part of me, like when the season ends, I am excited to just like pivot right into, I'm going to do like a little bit of homework on the draft, and then I'm ready to just cook in football. The MGLE mix packs are coming still, and we assume those are going to be trade tickets, right? So if the MGLE and so hollow is going to be, so that's how they're going to do that drop. We're going to have MGLE and hollows in mix packs. Can't wait for everyone to do their threads on why mix packs are bad. Anyways, not enough. Paul says that's a nice gesture for the 1K people who get that pack. Not enough for the masses, though. Yeah, but you can't, Paul. You can't give everybody a hollow, though, right? It's not like you're going to over mint the hollows in legendary moments. So, like, no matter what gesture they do, it's not going to affect everybody, you know? Too much F1. Dude, I can't wait to do we have an F1 race this weekend? Because I'm going to do some, I can't do it this weekend. I forgot I'm not here. I thought, dude, everything tanked the market. It wasn't mixed packs. Everything tanked the market. Everything did. All right, let's go over to play moment ranks. I'm still down to answer some questions. Yeah, Thomas said all day roadmap and commitment to lower mints and not duplicating players. Yeah, dude, all day has made some positive moves. Also, Dave Feldman had like a really good thread too, like a solid. That's what I'm looking for in my leadership team. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Feldman out there cooking. All right, let me pull up play moment ranks. Let's also remind the people where it's almost giveaway time, baby. We get 109 entries. You got to like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, put hashtag whoops into the chat. Let's go over to moment ranks. Let's get doc mode in here, and let's get started. So, I don't know what to do with tonight's info. Nug Life says, do you expect any utility for the 75 cereals? I don't have any thought. I don't have any, but thought they implied some special outcome. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen with that. All right. Daily contest. All right, here we go. So, I think our man, We the People's really good at this in the chat too. You'll see this from time to time. But I think it's important to create a story for today's lineup, right? And that's how you have to build your lineup. So if you think the Warriors are going to take this down, you need to build a lineup that says, hey, Warriors dub. Looking for food. Yes, tonight's game is at the Garden, even though it's starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time. God. But yeah, so I think you got to tell yourself a story. And I am a Homa kid. So we're going to build a Celtics win lineup. But I think it's going to be a close game. I'm going to ride the Klay Thompson is still coming back from catastrophic injury. And I don't think he's in the best basketball shape. So I am going to fade Klay again. Draymond is going to be an interesting case, but let's go to the tape. So with that in mind, right? Lock in Chris Chiozza. No, let's look at Tatum. So Tatum needs 3 threes to hit the bonus, 7 assists, 1 steal, 24. The points is interesting. Like, I feel like we are getting a 40-point Tatum game soon. I think we're getting a 40-point Tatum game soon, but I'm going with the 3. I'm going with the 3 here and just hoping he chucks. He chucks. Only 3. I feel like if he does get 40 points, he probably hits 7 or 8 threes, right? So Tatum is my first lock of the day. What's going on? This moment ranks, dude, you're broken. Someone tag. There we go. Now we're in. I was going to say somebody tag Clee Gaines. Let's look at the Steph Curry 3-pointer assist situation, right? Let's do that. Yeah, and good point. Good point by Borland here. Yeah, a reminder that low serial serves as a tiebreaker when we do this. And you got to know, a lot of people are going to have the same 5, right? So if we just like real quick before we continue to build, everybody's lineup is going to have some version of Steph, Tatum, Brown. Those 3 are locked in every lineup. And then it's probably some combo of Draymond, Klay, Poole, or Marcus Smart. So anything that's not them is huge. That's going to make you different. All right. Anyways, back to Steph. So Steph needs 7 assists and 5 threes for the bonus. I am going to go assist tonight. I am going to go assist. Even though I want to play the 3, I'm going to go assist here. I'm going to go assist with him. Yeah. Wiggins is another interesting one. People are saying Fenny. I don't think Pritchard's going to play enough, man. Like, just like, because even if, man, see, I just don't know. Like, he might hit the bonus immediately, but I don't know if he's going to overall play enough. Marcus Smart needs 2 steals. That's tough. I wanted that to be 1 steal. 2 steals is going to be tough to play Marcus for me, anyways. Jaylen Brown needs 3 threes and 3 assists. I don't know if I'm playing this. So here's the thing: if I'm playing the Tatum 3. I'm going to play the Jaylen assist here and just hope we get a Jaylen assist game, which I think that's going to be contrarian because I don't think a lot of people are going to fire up the Jaylen Brown assist game. The other thing I wanted to look at is Horford because Horford's coming off like some pretty shit games. Like he needs 10 points to hit the bonus, 2 threes, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Like, I don't know. Al's interesting, but I can't figure out Al yet. So if Curry's getting these assists, who are the assists going to? So Klay still needs 3 threes to hit the bonus. I'm not going to do that. Jordan Poole needs how many? Jordan Poole only needs 2 threes. I think everyone is going to play Jordan Poole. I don't want to play Jordan Poole, guys. I don't. I still believe this is not a good series for him. Let's go to Wiggins. Do I have any other Wiggins moments or just the dunk? A Wiggins 3. Do I own a Wiggins 3? Let me just see. So I'm not going to input this. I might go buy it if I can. A Wiggins 3, I think, is a pretty sharp play. I think a Wiggins 3 is a pretty sharp play there. Gary Payton needs 1 3 to hit the bonus. Bielitsa sneaky played like some minutes before, and this is before blowout time. But Derek White's the other one I wanted to look at. He needs 2 threes. Derek White's pretty interesting. There you go. Dan Solo game is like, hell yeah, I made the live show. Let's go, baby. Whew, man, I'm telling you, these things are like earmuffs. That's kind of like an layout. I think the way I would rank my Warriors are Steph. Obviously, I'd go Steph, Wiggins, Draymond. Those are the 3 Warriors I'd play. And if I'm trying to be different, I'm fading Klay and Poole. Because I'm telling you right now, if people are fading Klay, they're playing Poole. And if they're playing Klay, they're fading Poole. I don't think anybody's playing both, right? So that's how I would approach that. Yeah, Borland, I'm with you, man. The Wiggins 3 is pretty interesting. I think that's the one that sticks out. So I'm going to probably roll out Tatum 3, Jaylen assist, Wiggins 3, Steph assist, and then that 5th one, maybe the Marcus Smart. I agree. Clay is due. I agree with this, David. I think we will get a Clay game. I just don't know if it's this game. Maybe it is. Maybe he listened to all the podcasts this week and he's like, dude, I'm not washed. And I love Clay. I really do. I'm a big Clay fan. I'd rather him go off than Jordan Poole. But I don't know. That's where I'm at. And Smart, I know. I can see Smart having a good game, but Smart is clearly hurt. Same thing with Robert Williams. And Horford's just old. It's all of those things. So I don't know. I'm leaning big on Tatum and Brown just playing good. Playing good. All right, let's look at Underdog. Let's see if we can get a pick. If you guys look at our show notes, you can find our promo code there. If you click that link, it takes you right to the promo code. You don't have to fill anything out. But if you're just going to the Underdog site and you use promo code HOLD, they do a full deposit bonus. All right, so if you deposit 100, you get a hundo. And we've been really digging Underdog. As Underdog gets closer to football season, we are going to be doing some best ball drafts. We've already started doing some of them, and we'll do some football content. If you guys aren't familiar with best ball, you basically draft it one time and then never have to look at it again. And it just automatically puts in your best plays, which I think is sick. But anyways, let's look at Underdog and see what we are going to play today. Let's do a 3-piece today. All right, let's do a 3-piece. I swear to God, we haven't won one of these in 6 years, so we are due. So the Steph over under 4.5 threes, 10 and I kind of like this right here. Somebody talk me off of this. Over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Steph is like a sneaky good rebounding guard. And we're already thinking that the Steph assist is in play tonight. I think there's no, like, he could probably get that just with assists if you wanted to, right? So what do we think? What do we think about that Steph over under 10.5 rebounds and assists? Some of the other ones that we can see 39.5 points, rebounds and assists, 28.5 points, 5 rebounds, 5.5 assists. What do we think? Anybody like that? Anybody like that? Though that's the Steph line. Let me scroll down to Clay here. So for Clay, we've got an over/under of 18.5 points, 3.5 boards, 6 rebounds and assists, and then those are the point totals. I kind of don't want to touch Clay, right? I'm not confident enough that he's gonna play poorly or well. What do we think there? Yes, Mark says two-way Steph is showing up. I think I'm just gonna fade Clay. What do we think? Not a lot of takes so far in the chat. We look at Draymond. He's got 7.5 rebounds, 15.5 points and boards, 8.5 points, 6 assists, 14.5 points and assists. Man, I kind of want to stay away from Draymond as well. Anybody else? Anybody else have thoughts on Draymond? I do kind of like Wiggins, though. 21.5 points and rebounds, 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think I just want to go over 1.5 threes. What do we think about that? Over 1.5 threes for Wiggs. Yeah, that's what I would say. Can't trust Draymond. He might get ejected. Totally, right? I do think they're gonna. I do think they are going to referee him a little bit differently. So yeah, I agree with this. I think he does get into foul trouble tonight. All right, so that's 2. Let's go get a Celtic, huh? So we got over 1.5 threes from Wiggins, over 10.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What's his 3-pointers? Oh, they don't have threes listed. I kind of like Tatum's over 33.5 points and assists. That's the one I'm leaning towards right now. I don't know. Anybody else have any takes here? Let's see what else we got. Let's kind of look for some of the other guys. So Marcus Smart, 18.5 points and rebounds, 19.5 points and assists. I'm just nervous about Marcus a little bit just because of his health. But a lot of people talking about Al here. 14.5 points and assists, 20.5 points and rebounds. So they're basically giving him a double-double because he's been like, I don't know. Let's do it. How do we feel about Al right here? Over 20.5 points and rebounds. Do we get an Al game? I know people do hate unders, Brian, we're here to have fun, okay, man? Not pick unders. Draymond, I know we should. All right, let's do it. Fine, we'll make it a 4-piece. Let's do a Draymond under. Draymond under 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Let's do it because he's not going to play enough. There we go. Bang. This is going to be our picks today. So we've got the Steph 10.5 rebounds and assists over. Wiggins over 1.5 threes. Big Al, 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then an under for Draymond here. So let's do, we're going to do 10 to win 100. Are you kidding? 10 to win 100. So there you go. There you go, guys. We love it. That's our Underdog Morning Marketplace pick of the day. Shout out to all of those sponsors, right? We got Underdog, promo code HOLD. We got OTM. We got our boys over at Flowlio. You can find all of that information in the show notes. Just a reminder, can't stress this enough. Tonight is going to be so fun. If you haven't hung out with us during playback, just look at the chat. The chat will tell you. We're going to have an 89 Cavs sighting tonight during the game. All you have to do is sync up either your cable provider, Hulu, YouTube TV, whatever you watch. You can also do a 7-day trial with YouTube TV and just connect it and then disconnect in a week. But you get to watch the game live, and instead of hearing Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson just be do their Muppet shtick, you can hang with me and watch my Muppet shtick with Dustin Greg, 89 Cavs. We might have some other special guests along the way. There's also a live chat, so it's you get Discord vibes while you're watching us talk about the game. So definitely check out Playback. I'm excited. Playback we're going to use for the draft this year. We're going to use it for some football stuff. I'm hoping to use it for Red Zone on Sundays. So a lot more fun content coming around that. Mr. John Boy Beats, I think we're going to do a fantasy show that leads into it. Will says 150 viewers and we get the Jaylen Brown TSD. Will, that offer still stands. All right. For game one, I think we get up to 90. All right. If we get up to over 150, we're doing it. People are asking for the link. I'll drop it into the chat, but it's also in the show notes. It's going to take you to an open room, but that'll at least allow you to join the room. And don't worry, we'll ping it out tonight in the Discord and also on the Twitter. And again, we'll go live on YouTube leading into it. We'll have some fun giveaways as well. Speaking of giveaways, last call for alcohol. Hashtag whoops, like the stream and subscribe. And we've got, what did I say we were giving away today? Give it away now. I got to disable this so I can see it a little more clearly. I can see clearly now. My hope is gone. All right, let's go to my moments. What are we giving away again? Michael, tell them what they can win. We have a Marcus Smart. We got a Kevon Looney and a Kessler Edwards TSD 4K moment that I ripped in this playoff pack. Saint says Dustin Magic Pack opening at halftime. Yeah, we are going to have Dustin's going to open his pack. I think Coach Stark Holmes is going to come open a pack. So we'll have a couple Magic rips tonight. Maybe we do Coach Stark Holmes. I'll figure out what's easier for his time and we'll do it for him. But yeah, I think what we're going to try to do is keep the YouTube stream running live while we're streaming over at Playback, even though you won't be able to watch the game on YouTube. So we want you to come over to Playback, but for those that can't, we'll keep the YouTube cooking. But yeah, appreciate everyone being here this morning. A nice little hang. So again, Playback tonight. Tomorrow we get the morning marketplace. I think Shot Tank returns tomorrow night. Friday we'll have the morning marketplace, and I think we're going to stream Game 4 as well on Friday night. So a lot of fun together. I'm going to drop a link to the Discord too. If you funds haven't joined the Discord yet, come on over, baby, and get in there. If you're not following us on Twitter, honestly, canceled. All right, let's do this giveaway, huh? Let's fire it up. So first on the docket, we've got Marcus, my man, Wicked Smart, 132 entries. If you win this thing, shoot me a DM on the Discord, and I promise to Stan Loves and the people that won on what night was it? When we did our last Playback stream, I'm going to hit you guys up with your moments today. So 10337, you were taking home the Marcus Smart. Next up, we're going to keep it going. Yo, yeah, Stan, I swear to God, Stan, I was not looking at the chat when I said that. Second up, we have, what did I say this was? Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney is going to Trevor McLean. Let's go, Trev. And then last one on the docket, a Kessler Edwards rookie, 4K, 4 Badger and 4K. For the dub, who's taking home Kessler? It is going to Jamesy again. Jamesy, 2-time winner, longtime friend. Shout out Jamesy for the W. Just a reminder, everybody DM me. I'm going to send them later this afternoon and then before tonight's game 1. We'll have some giveaways for tonight as well. I tell you what, I'm not going to do is do a full game pick 'em where I'm updating things in real time because that was a shit show. All right, everyone. Before we get out of here, the last thing I want to say is before you do a Twitter thread today, just ask yourself, who is this for? All right, I'll see you tonight.
Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so